Welcome to this episode of LifeSoup. My name is Sherry Dawn Haas, and every month I share a message with inspiration, motivation, or musings on things like creativity, writing, family life, yoga life, and more. Before we jump in, I want to share some very exciting news. My fourth book, titled A Sign of Life, is now available. It's a collection of 39 poems and 6 short stories, and I'm so incredibly grateful for the 5-star reviews coming in for it. When you click on the Amazon link in today's show notes, you'll see what others are saying about it, and you can get your ebook or paperback version. A reader named Heather shared this in her review. What a lovely, lovely book. The poetry is beautifully accessible and open-hearted. As I read it, I felt like a thoughtful friend and I were walking through the woods, enjoying nature and discussing the exquisite pain of raising our teenage sons. The short stories in the second half of the book were thought-provoking and at times darkly humorous. I gobbled up the book in an afternoon and feel sure I will be returning to it for a more leisurely contemplation. Wow. Thank you, Heather, and everyone who's been reading A Sign of Life and talking it up on social media. I appreciate you, and I'm so glad you're all enjoying this new book baby of mine. So now I have a question for you. Is the silent treatment always bad? That's the topic of this month's LifeSoup. So let's dive right in. Friends, several things have changed since I last wrote to you in LifeSoup. As you know, I published a new book, yay, which also comes with switching the mental gears to marketing and roller coaster highs and lows. Boo! Also, my dog spooked an innocent opossum who brilliantly played dead and then walked away into the night, leaving 2 of her babies behind. So now we're raising them. Cute? Yes. Oh my God. But I feel this pressure because they'd still be together if it wasn't for my dog, dang it, Rusty, to successfully keep them alive and then transition them back to the wild. It's been a source of stress to figure out how to feed a newborn opossum, as you might imagine, but it's going well. Then some other things happened which might show up in a future LifeSoup, but right now they're too raw. They need more time and space. I prefer not to talk about things publicly until I've had a chance to digest them and can look at them from a place of balance. But symbolically, I felt a crack begin to form in a relationship. Have you ever had that happen? It might not be much, a comment here or there, or a certain look, or a lack of support that you expected. Just a crack. Sometimes you find yourself in a place where talking about it would deepen the wound, and that's never what we want, right? So to repair it, to let it heal on its own, like our very skin does all the time, I thought about possibilities while I roasted a marshmallow. Highly recommended, by the way. The answer came to me. I needed to practice silence. My mind filled with repeated thoughts, that comforting I'm right, they're wrong monologue. But in a flash, I realized practicing silence doesn't just mean talking out loud. To practice silence, we have to listen. What nature sounds are available to you in this moment? If you're indoors, the answer is anything you want to Google because you're on the internet. No excuses. What are 3 other sounds you hear? Naming these will bring you to the present moment, and maybe that will lead you away from your inner dialogue and closer to inner peace. Once I give myself a period of silence, I'll put my marketing hat back on loudly to celebrate A Sign of Life and also focus on keeping our baby opossums alive. Wish me luck, and I'll do the same for you. Now, a word on yoga. What does this have to do with yoga? Everything. But to keep it very brief, this is part of the yoga practice of introspection, of self-study. Take a moment today to journal about what silence and listening mean to you. How would it feel to intentionally listen for a few hours a day? When I practice silence, I let my husband know, but I still interact with the world as needed because I think it would just feel weird and be distracting to my practice to literally not talk with anyone. I just let my husband know that I might be less chatty, so he's not alarmed when, for example, I'm not rambling on about which chicken clucked the loudest today. We're little light chickens, aren't we? But we don't have to be. Thanks for listening and watching this episode of LifeSoup. My name is Sherry Dawn Haas, and I'm the author of A Sign of Life, Girl on Fire, Ashes for William, and Personified, and I'm a co-author of the Meditation to Creation series. Be sure to subscribe and share this with your friends and family, and remember to click the link below to get your ebook or paperback copy of A Sign of Life. Until next time, be well.